So we can use these techniques to change our life. I will start seeing, because now this yantra is also connected to the human body. Like I told you, the macrocosm, what is happening outside, and what is happening inside are really connected. Let's talk about fractals, another scientific understanding. So if you see lightning, right, the same shape is replicating in a pattern, and that is a lightning streak, as we call it. Look at your veins in the body. Can you not see the similarity between lightning and the veins in your body? See your neural pathways. Now, science has reached far enough to see under a microscope what is happening to the brain. What are neural pathways looking like? Isn't it very similar to what is happening outside? What is happening in the trees? Some certain patterns are similar. What is that telling you? That we are all connected. And there is something beautiful about Vishnu. What Vishnu stands for, that divine cosmic order. And if I went to Tirupati Balaji. So in Tirupati Balaji, Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi as we call her, or Ma Lakshmi, she sits in the center of Vishnu, in the heart. What does that mean? That the fundamental source of creation through which everything is happening is right in the center of that divine cosmic order. And that's why we worship Lakshmi. For the creative aspect of the cosmos, we have named her Lakshmi. We have called her Lakshmi. For the abundant, because it is infinite, that's maths, the infinity symbol. That means there is no dearth of anything. You want water? Infinite amount of water will be there in this cosmos. You want money? You want diamonds? You cannot even mine enough. There are probably planets which are made up of diamonds. We don't know enough. Because we're just one solar system, one planet, and we think we know everything. So, Sri Yantra aligns us through the processes of the Sri Vidya. The process of the Sri Vidya is very simple. To align you. Okay, fine, you don't need to understand maths. You don't need to understand science. Like we do Tratak in yoga. So in meditation, we have a practice called Tratak. Tratak does something very simple. You light a candle, keep it at your eye level, and you gaze at it without blinking. And suddenly you start practicing this, everybody. You will start seeing your mind's ability to focus will improve. Now when we gaze at the yantra, what starts happening? Something very similar. Everything else starts disappearing. And you start arriving at something which is the bindu, the center. But don't take it lightly. The imagery in front of you, the diagrammatic representation in front of you starts impacting the nadis that you have in the body. So that yantra is again mimicking the nadi network, the points, and the sandhis, and we'll talk about it in the course, which is about to start. So I will take you through this. And understand that when you're gazing at that, something is happening to your brain, something is happening to your neural pathways. And without even knowing it, without even knowing what you're doing, something will start coming in order inside you. Right? And when that order comes, guess what's the first thing that happens? You become beautiful. And that's why we worship the Yantra Devi. Because understand India, why so many Devis? Why are we worshipping Shri as Lalita Tripura Sundari? Why are we doing this? Because in India, they found the feminine to be the highest. They said that the feminine is the highest. Why? Because she can create. She is representing the cosmic nature of multiplicity, of abundance, of replication, multiplication. So we worship the Divine Mother in the form of Lalita Tripura Sundari. And that's why this feminine aspect is worshipped through the Shri. Now it does not say that means God is a woman or God is a man. No, we cannot label consciousness through gender. But we are understanding the tendency of the nature, tendency of the cosmos, and we are giving it a feminine attribute. And because, again, why have we given a form of a lady then? This was a diagram. What's the need to give a form? Because the human exists as a form, the human does not exist as a diagram. If I rip your skin off and show you your organs, you will get scared. Because the brain cannot digest the truth in such a bare bone way. The brain cannot digest the truth in such a raw format. Because we need eyes, we need hands, we need all this, we need some drama. That's what being alive is all about. That's why you have a skin that is covering up the whole, everything is hiding behind the skin. Until you're alive, the drama is on. So we bring the drama to the Shri in the form of Lalita. She's beautiful. She's abundant. She's Kameshwari. She's the one that gives you all your desires, fulfills your desires. Why? Because that's the purpose of human life. You take birth to fulfill your desires, and you will keep on taking birth after birth after birth, which is again the Fibonacci series. Again and again and again, life is cyclical. It doesn't end. Infinite births you have taken and you will take. Nobody knows where the beginning point of the cosmos is. No science has been able to answer that. So that sequence in your life will also keep going on. But the yogi found a way out. The yogi said, we can transcend, but you can only transcend desire. Transcend means go beyond it. That means one day you don't feel like it. The desire drops, the desire ends. That will only happen when you have lived your desires. I have a 7 series in my house, standing there. I have an S-class standing there, let's say, right? Why am I sitting here and teaching what I'm teaching? Because I've outgrown it. I only outgrew my desire by my desire coming true. Otherwise, I'll always stay stuck. People will keep dreaming their whole life. We want a 7 series. We want an S-class. For me, that's not important anymore. Because it's right there. I've achieved it. I've received it. It has happened. So the only way to transmute desire in Tantra is by experiencing it. And that's why Devi Lalita Tripura Sundari, she grants the desires. So Shri Yantra becomes a tool for manifestation. You want money? It'll give you. You want beauty? It'll give you. You want power? You want fame? You want success? Name it. What is not possible for the universe? You're questioning the universe. You're saying nothing is possible. In your limited dictionary, it's not possible. For the cosmos, it's all baby stuff. Na? It's creating some galaxies. Million galaxies exist. Speaker, look at the star. How many million times bigger than our sun? And we think that something is very big for the cosmos. Nothing is big for the cosmos. You need to align with that. And that is Shri Yatra. That's a tool. It's a step. It's a method. Why am I teaching it? Honestly, I was always attracted to this diagram. I don't know why. When I was in design school, my project was on Fibonacci series, Phi, golden ratio. I wanted to know Vishnu. I wanted to study these design. It happened very naturally. I was very anti-religion. I was a rebel in my house. I never wanted to attend any puja, any havan, none of that. But I was a designer. I went to design school. So I don't know why I was naturally drawn to these concepts. And I kept my logo as the Shri Yantra. I don't know why I was doing all this. Maybe a past life sadhana. Then recently, in the last few years, I got it in my dream that I need to teach this. I didn't know what was coming in my dream, why it's coming in my dream. I asked. And because I always have a dialogue with the universe, so I asked the universe, why are you showing me this in my dream? I don't know what to teach about this. Then I got up, painted my yantra, and the journey began. I'm ready to teach this to you. Is it safe? Very. Are you ready? Yes. Should we start? Now. The course is about to begin. Join it.